What's happening, everybody? Okay, so it's back to like 90 something outside, so I'm not really feeling the racing love right now. So I had a couple stories I wanted to just kind of share with everybody who wants to listen. Has to do with Hot Wheels. Anyway, all right, so first thing, I mentioned it, I think, in my last racing session, but I think that Hot Wheels kind of comes up short when they're doing a lot of details on their cars, and it just depends on which version it is. Let me give you an example. Like, this is a Lamborghini. It's got great detail, headlights, taillights, blackout vents and stuff, so that's good. They did an awesome job on that one. Another example would be this one, and I just picked these up the other day, both of them. Now on this one, it does not come with taillights, so I added taillights. I use an oil-based red, so it should stay there a little better. And then even the little lights, I did a silver Sharpie to give it some, the racing lights. Like, okay, now this is an Ertl. They did really good on the side pan, 57 Chevy. I told you the story that my sister got this for me, actually many years ago, probably 90s maybe, I don't know. Anyway, I put taillights and a little chrome strip on the back for the 57 and headlights. So, it's me. I know it's just one of those things, and I was, having some downtime with 100-degree weather, so, and I like, fixing up the Hot Wheels. Here's a Hummer. Now, this is a Matchbox. They're pretty good. I don't know. They're both about the same about as far as details. I put some taillights on it, put some headlights on it, and a few of them I've done. I've had went ahead and put parking lights, and for those I use like a fine point Sharpie, and the oil-based paint Sharpie is the red one. Is also Sharpie. If I can figure out how to get this case open, that'd be really nice. There we go. So, I'll give you just a few more examples. See, like this one, Hot Wheels, they put the side marker lights on, but no tail lights, so I added tail lights. They did put headlights on that one. That was cool. Let's see what else we got here. Now, okay, this is a Matchbox. They did real good details on this one. They even put the Z28 on the side of this Camaro, and they put headlights. They put the back lights, even with the reverse lights on there. So they did awesome on that one. That one was not a problem. Okay, here's Monte Carlo Ss, one of my favorites. I've got a lot of favorites. As if you follow me, you probably know this. Now, I like the blacked out looking headlights, like they do those smoke covers, so I left them black. But I did put taillights on that one. I know it's a little crazy, but it's, what do you do? It's Hot Wheels. Taillights, headlights. That one came like that. Look how it's kind of smashed. They're supposed to be guaranteed for life or something like that, but I'm gonna run it like it is. All right. One more. Oh, this is a Chevelle SS Wagon, taillights. Now this one I did the Sharpie for the taillights because it was on the chrome, and it worked out okay. And then, this one I did the parking lights on also. So, Anyway, and let me just give an example. Like, if it's a red car, obviously I may not mess with the taillights. You see how a lot of them will have the chrome headlights, so I don't mess with the headlights if they're chrome. All right, let me go to one more case, because hopefully your eyes are not rolling up in your head, or they already have been, I don't know. Now, I was talking about customs the other day. You may have seen it. Now, here's one I'm kind of happy about. Now, this didn't come out Spectra Flame, but it was as close as I could get. This is a AMX. It was rough. I mean, really, really was rough. And I got some tires and wheels, yeah. Kind of messed up the taillight a little bit on that. But yeah, I think I had to come up with a windshield, because I don't think they have the AMX windshield. That might be a 442 windshield. Anyway, I think it came out okay. I mean, it's definitely not, oh, I did find out one thing on this. If you're doing your own restores or whatever, I got some, something to polish. I wanted to polish that base, and it turns out whatever that polish was, silver polish or something like that, it was almost like an acid. So it almost ate up the axles. So do not use silver polish, or I don't know if it's polish, but anyway, I was going to polish that metal up and almost messed it up. Now, this is an ugly one. This is one of my ugly ones that I restored, and then come to find out, even after I restored it, this is a Matchbox. And I didn't change the wheels out, just because either that or I put some Hot Wheels wheels that were kind of toast, roached. But then I found out this thing was almost too wide for the track. It wouldn't even go. It's just like, why waste your time? But anyway, let's see. You know, if you're racing, I found this. I thought that was really cool. A couple bucks. I'm gonna run it down the track. I mean, I like to do unusual stuff, as I've previously mentioned. So I think that's about it as far as the customs go. All right. And okay. All right. Well, let's look at a couple more. Since we're still rolling. And then we'll get into the last story, or the other story, or whatever. Just a minute. All right. Got this the other day. Got those little dot taillights. Man, those dot taillights are kind of a pain in the butt. Got to have a steady hand. There's been a few that I've done. I think I've looked at 100 about. Not everything needs taillights. But like I said, no, you know, you got to have a real steady hand on some of this stuff. All right, we're just about done here. Okay, this one, I did the grill, and I don't know, I like it, but I did the grill and the headlights and the parking lots and the backup and the taillights. This one I may have messed up a little bit. It's a Matchbox. I did the red lights in front there. It's a police. Okay, I think I'm about done here. Oh, this one was this was a Matchbox. I did the front and the back. Okay, here's one. Now, see, this had the blackout, and I liked the way that looked, so I didn't change that at all. I don't even think I put the parking lights on that one. Now, its brother, I did put him in some headlights, taillights. Okay, well, I did a lot more, but this one kind of came out okay. This is Hot Wheels. It's got those square lights, so those are a little bit hard to do. Now here's one that they did, Hot Wheels. There's a real good detail on it. So, you know, I guess it depends on the designer's mood or something. Now here's a hearse from Matchbox. Just did the Cadillac looking taillights. Thought that was kind of cool. And I think that's probably gonna wrap us up. See, I think they did this. I think Hot Wheels did this. They even put a license plate on this one and everything. This is a really nice one. I keep saying I'm gonna quit racing it because I don't want to damage it, but it wins. You know, what are you gonna do? It wins. Okay. This is a Corgi. I didn't do a great job on that, but I was surprised it didn't have taillights because it did have, you know, other stuff. And I found out later, I thought Corgi was English, but I don't know if they got bought out by the Chinese, but the car says made in China. All right, one more. I think they did the headlights on this, I think. And then I did the taillights. So, anyway, there's a lot more of that. I'm sure I don't want to bore everybody with all that, but I like kind of playing with them and showing them. So anyway, the other story shouldn't take very long. But anyway, so I was rearranging some of the stuff out there. You know, I did the taillights and checking them out for damage and so forth. And so I was moving a bunch of stuff, and I came across this shoebox. And I picked it up. It was so heavy. As then I realized, it's like, oh, what's in there? Holy cow. I think I put a whole bunch of A's in there. And I'm going to say that there's 60 that I haven't checked for damage or headlights or anything like that. So anyway, so like I said, I counted out around 100 that I had looked at and checked for damage, and then checked for taillights. If you know, I don't do them all. Like some of the drag cars, I don't bother with that, but you know, because you know the drag car has fiberglass bodies. But anyway, it's just one of those things I like to mess with. And now I got, if we can get that track settled down and start knocking out these all these eliminations, because as you can tell, I got a lot. And I really want to get it settled down to where I've got like 60, maybe the top 60, at least in my track. And then we'll just do like a head-to-head eliminations on those 60, and you can get down to the fastest dozen, if you will. And then we'll know who's the fastest one, obviously, but you know. Really hoping to get some 80-degree weather so we can do, you know, start messing with that track again. I want to get that track ironed out, at least, you know, somewhat consistent. But anyway, all right, well, y'all have a good one, and hopefully in a day or so we'll get back on the track. And as I said previously, I'm hoping I don't have to revert back to the old track system, because I mean, I noticed in some of my earlier videos, even though it was suspended, it was pretty consistent. Well, there were days, there were days. Obviously, Mr. Hulk come out, that it was problematic, especially at the where they joined. And I'm finding that the super glue works there really good. As long as you don't flex it too much. But the biggest part with the seamless track is, as I've said probably a couple times now, is it'll start doing this. I mean, just it'll be be running it, and then the next thing you know, it's going like this, and it's like as soon as that happens, that obviously throws them right off the track. So the last time I had it out, it was doing that right at the end of the acceleration ramp, if you want to call it that. So I cut it there. I hope that doesn't present, a little whoop-de-doo problem. But I think, it was just that it had a mind of its own, and it would do a lot of curly cues and just crazy stuff. But anyway, we're going to keep working on it. I don't know what's going to happen, but anyway, blah, blah, blah. You guys have a good one. We'll talk to you on the next time.